From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Workers in more than 500 cities took to the streets today, demanding higher minimum wage. We'll show you what protesters in Phoenix are doing to make sure their message is heard.
Plus, there are still hundreds of sex offenders that aren't registered. What Maricopa County is doing to track them down.
And as America prepares for Veterans Day, 2 members of Arizona's congressional delegation weigh in on what the holiday means to them as veterans.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Sydney Glenn.
And I'm Audrey Wheel. Thanks for joining us. Our top story, a protest here in Phoenix is part of a nationwide movement to call for a livable wage for fast food workers.
Cronkite News reporter Erica Lang is live in the media center with more.
That's right, Sydney. Protesters across the country went and demanded higher wages for people in the fast food industry. Now this morning, Phoenix became one of 500 cities to protest.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
Protesters gathered outside McDonald's in downtown Phoenix before dawn to fight for 15, a call to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
McDonald's, escucha!
They, like workers across the country, are demanding a living wage. Some fast food workers walked off the job, including Jasmine Gallardo.
We want to get a career also, but it's hard. It's hard how we get paid now because it's not enough, you know.
Among those, parents like Avelia Carrera, who works at Burger King.
Nosotros estamos luchando.
We're fighting for the future of our children so that our kids won't have to work for the same low wages.
High school students pitched in to make the protesters signs. Many will soon join the workforce. For others, the fight for 15 is personal. Lauda's mother works at Del Taco.
Actually, I'm planning on to as soon as possible start working because especially if it continues being at 8:05, because I can't let my mom suffer herself.
This evening, protesters will meet here at Civic Space Park and begin their march to City Hall. But they hope their message doesn't end there.
So we tell them.
We're just going to keep on working. We're going to keep on organizing workers, getting the word out, getting support from the community, getting support from elected officials.
McDonald's, escucha!
That's right. Now, protesters chose today because it marks exactly 1 year until the next presidential election. And they're hoping candidates weigh in on the issue. Live in the media center, Erica Lang, Cronkite News.
Republican presidential hopefuls will take to the stage again tonight for another debate. The questions tonight are expected to focus more on the economy as Fox Business looks to differentiate itself from the CNBC debate. Only the top 8 candidates will participate in tonight's main debate, which starts at 7. The candidates that didn't make the cut, including Mike Huckabee and Chris Christie, are taking the stage now for the undercard debate. And after low numbers at the poll, Senator Lindsey Graham and former New York Governor George Pataki were dropped from the debate entirely. Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio is back in court today for a contempt of court hearing. Arpaio admitted he let his officers conduct immigration patrols for 18 months after the judge ordered them to stop. The hearing could result in fines, extra supervision over the sheriff's office, and a possible criminal contempt hearing against Arpaio.
The Maricopa County attorney is now left to make the call to determine if Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas was assaulted by the Board of Education President Greg Miller. Reports on Monday say investigators found that Miller touched Douglas's arm during a disagreement. Even though Douglas suffered no injuries, she filed an assault report. Miller said he only touched her arm while moving a microphone.
Last week, we reported that the county attorney's office had been working on a 2-month investigation to make Halloween safer for trick-or-treaters. They were looking to locate 200 unregistered sex offenders and make sure those registered weren't passing out candy. Reporter Julia Thatcher found out this effort isn't just seasonal.
The U.S. Marshal's Office told me that while they target specific areas of concern, such as Halloween, the work doesn't stop there. They're working around the clock all year to track down people trying to trick the system.
It's a Class 4 felony, not re-registering as a sex offender after moving within the state or over state lines. But a number of departments in Arizona are searching for unregistered offenders looking to crack down on those who think they can slip past the law.
Every day. I mean, every day the deputies and task force officers come to work, and that's what they do. Most of the ones that are still out there and about, they know they're wanted. They're continuing to commit crimes in the communities.
Re-registering is an area of concern for officers, but sexual assault victims are worried less about offenders re-registering and more about keeping others safe.
Most victims are sexually abused by someone they know very well. So a random sex offender not registering doesn't really directly affect them personally. So they're more concerned about the community at large.
A great deal of effort goes into making an operation like this work. The U.S. Marshals Services works with 25 different departments, including state, federal, and local agencies. These agencies include the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office and the County Attorney's Office. The question is, why would these offenders not re-register knowing they will be caught?
They might think that it's a way of getting out of the restrictions that often go with registration and supervision.
Those restrictions include where they can live and what kind of jobs they can hold.
The U.S. Marshal's Office said that if anyone has any areas of concern or wants to contribute ideas on how to locate and register sex offenders, they are open to all ideas to keeping the streets safe. And those can be directed to the usmarshals.gov. In the broadcast center, Julia Thatcher, Cronkite News.
Military training exercises are going to be held here in Phoenix over the next 2 weeks. The goal is to provide a realistic urban environment for special operations training. The locations aren't being disclosed for security reasons, but police are asking residents to stay away from the training sites, even if they do discover them.
One was a Navy flyer best known for his time as a prisoner of war. Another, one of the first women to fly in combat for the Air Force. A third was a Marine grunt during some of the bloodiest months of the war in Iraq. All three are better known now as members of Arizona's congressional delegation, Senator John McCain and Representatives Martha McSally and Ruben Gallego. Reporter Adriana Barajas has some of their Veterans Day reflections from Washington.
Two politicians, two veterans from two wars, but same response. They don't see themselves as heroes.
I did my job. I was in the infantry. We had a harder job than most people, but that's what I was trained to do, and I wouldn't have done it any other way.
And if they had to do it all over again, they say they would.
I'd like to be remembered as a person who did the best he could, who served his country with honor, although certainly with certain failings that if he had to do over again, he would do them over again.
Senator John McCain was a Navy pilot who served in the Vietnam War. Congressman Ruben Gallego served on the ground as a Marine in Iraq. They both recall the day they left behind the war.
It's hard to describe how happy all of us were as we got on an airplane in the airfield in North Vietnam and flew into the Philippines.
Gallego says he remembers his last day trying to survive, making sure he would see his family again.
The feeling of relief when I stepped into my base after going through after patrolling the streets of Haditha.
There's one difference as they reflect on their experiences.
I think in America today, veterans get a great deal of affection and respect. Unfortunately, in the war in which I fought, that was not always the case.
But both men agree, serving in war gave them a greater appreciation for life.
You know, I think it really has made me understand, you know, how precious our time on Earth is, and that we should really, you know, do the best with the time we have.
In Washington, D.C., Adriana Barajas, Cronkite News.
Getting scammed can be costly.
But there's a new online tool that could help. Coming up on Cronkite News, the new tool that's hoping to spread awareness about scammers.
And we catch up with the Starbucks cup controversy and what it means for holiday branding.
At ASU, we believe the most important semester is the one that starts after you get your diploma, the one called life. So we work hard to help our alumni thrive, teaching them the importance of not only achieving their goals, but exceeding them. With innovative programs that embrace hands-on learning, that encourages real-world growth. Our alumni know it can be the education of a lifetime, for a lifetime. For more information, asu.edu.
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
Are you a news junkie, history buff, science or nature lover? Then discover 8 World, an entire channel devoted to bringing the world home to Arizona. Watch 8 World on Cox 88 or over the air via antenna on 8.3. To find out how to tune into 8 World for your satellite or another cable provider, visit azpbs.org/world or call 602-496-2308. Discover your world. 8 World.
My child who's watching Super Y, and it said, "What letter makes the sound R?" And my 2-year-old is jumping up and down going, R, R, R. I love that. I wish I knew the genius that came up with Dinosaur Train. I mean, what little boy especially doesn't like dinosaurs and trains, and to put them together in one show? My family does without a lot of stuff, but I would be horrified if we had to do without PBS.
With the holidays coming up, it's important to be aware of where you spend your money and who you give your information to. Reporter Jackie Padilla found a tool that can help you avoid potential scammers.
Scammers are out there, but I found a resource that allows you to share and communicate with your community, giving you the upper hand against fraudulent companies.
Barbara Post-Milo helps look after her mother, who is 93 years old, almost completely blind, and suffers from dementia. Milo says back in March, her mother received a random phone call from a company that was offering a good deal to service her heating and cooling units.
One thing that she said was, in their defense, was, "But they were such nice young men."
Nice young men who cashed a check from Post for more than $700.
We thought that was like extreme, that she would pay that amount of money for a service that she didn't need yet.
Milo says she's not really sure what work was done, but things just didn't seem right.
I said, "Mother, it looks like you've been scammed."
Milo has taken action, sending letters to the Attorney General's office and the Arizona Registrar of Contractors. She is also hoping to spread awareness using a new tool offered by the Better Business Bureau, the Scam Tracker.
The best way, I think, to fight scams and scam artists is just the power of information and knowing what they're saying and how they're saying it to different target groups.
Felicia Thompson says the Scam Tracker gives people an opportunity to talk about their experiences with companies that seem too good to be true. Companies like the one that targeted Barbara's mother.
I think it was an emotional ordeal for her to realize that she had been taken advantage of.
The Better Business Bureau says even small mistakes like grammatical errors, misspellings, those can be the red flags that help consumers spot possible scammers. In the Broadcast Center, Jackie Padilla, Cronkite News.
Phoenix gamers are buzzing today with the release of the long-awaited game Fallout 4. Jesse Schultz hit the stores to see just what all the hype is about.
You risk your life.
It's a mission 7 years in the making, and also the sound of lost productivity. Fallout 4 is the newest game in the Fallout series, released today in what Forbes calls one of the biggest releases of the year.
So I've always been a fan of the Fallout series. I just love the attention to the detail that goes into it. It's been on my radar for a while.
Ever since I heard about it, I've been wanting to get it. So
the series is known for its post-apocalyptic look and unique content, but the bigger draw is what experts call a bigger scope of the game.
It's a game that is very expansive. You can immerse yourself into it. You can play it for literally hundreds of hours.
Gamer John Romero plans to play Fallout 4 about 20 to 30 hours a week.
And every hour is completely unique.
Workers from this GameStop told me when Fallout 4 went on sale last night, the line went from these doors all the way around the corner. In fact, the store is already halfway through its stock. No hard numbers on sales yet, but the Fallout 3 shipped 4.7 million units within the first 3 months of its launch.
This campaign will be costly.
And now Fallout 4 has already exploded to the top of the bestseller list. In Phoenix, Jesse Schultz, Cronkite News.
Fallout 4 ranges in price from $60 to about $200. It comes in PlayStation, Xbox, and PC gaming consoles.
Starbucks faces backlash over its holiday cups. Cronkite News reporter Devin Conley found some are taking to social media, accusing them of waging a war on Christmas.
I'm standing outside one of the Starbucks shops in Phoenix. Starbucks is in the middle of a nationwide controversy regarding their red cups. What was once decorated and designed for the holiday spirit is now a red ombre. In the beginning of November, Starbucks Coffee Company released their latest cup design to celebrate the holiday. The idea is not supported by all. Local evangelicist Joshua Fernstein took to the internet outraged at Starbucks for the lack of Christmas cheer shown in the cup.
I'm challenging all great Americans and Christians.
Some are claiming the company is attempting to be anti-Christmas. Christians and participants have boycotted the red cups by purchasing drinks and having baristas write Merry Christmas on them, giving the cups a Christmas spirit. Starbucks released a statement. Starbucks will continue to embrace and welcome customers from all backgrounds and religions in our stores around the world. However, marketing agents still believe that there's spirit to the cup.
And I think that red and green does exude a very Christmas theme when you see those two colors together. So the fact that they are changing the cups to red from their standard white does say that they're looking to incorporate a holiday theme to it. They just don't have the design on there.
Starbucks claims the purpose of the cup was to give a blank canvas to its customers. Live in Phoenix, Devin Conley, Cronkite News.
Frank Lloyd Wright's winter home is right here in Arizona.
Coming up on Cronkite News, find out what is being done to preserve the historic landmark.
The easiest and best way to support Arizona PBS is by becoming a sustaining member. Your monthly contribution of $5 or more comes directly from your bank account or credit card, so you know your membership is always current. It also means no more renewal notices in your mailbox. So more of your dollars go to the programs you love. It's convenient for you, greener for us, and better for the planet. Become a sustaining member today.
Tap into the art scene from coast to coast. Join the Art Beat Nation, a weekly series where you'll experience a rich cultural tapestry of art stories from across America. Meet artists, writers, composers, and performers setting the pulse of the arts in America now. Join us for a brand new episode of Art Beat Nation. Sunday at 5 on 8HD. When you want to be more connected, friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, watch us online.
Your favorite PBS shows, ready to watch when you are. Anytime, any place. Find more ways to explore than ever before.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse.
TV play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
More than 100,000 people visit Taliesin West in Scottsdale every year, and the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation wants to make sure that can continue for centuries. But without extensive preservation efforts, that won't be possible. As you look at Taliesin West, you see an architectural wonder that matches the landscape. What you can't see is the termite damage, plumbing problems, or roofing issues that's putting this wonder in danger.
Because we don't have the luxury of getting this wrong.
We do have to work very hard to balance
the values and the principles and the work that Wright created from 1938 to 1959 with modern day needs.
Taliesin West was architect Frank Lloyd Wright's desert winter camp, as he called it. Arnold Roy became a Taliesin Fellow in 1952 after Wright interviewed him at the Plaza Hotel in New York.
So I flew down, had the interview, and then at the end of the interview he simply said, "Go out west and we'll try you out." And I've been here ever since.
Roy is a preservation architect here at Taliesin West, and part of the reason that not much has changed since he arrived 6 decades ago. But there's more to preservation than simply making sure these structures stay standing.
We are trying to preserve the buildings for sure, but also the spirit and the feel, the experience of what Taliesin West is.
The Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation spends millions of dollars each year in upkeep, but a new document looks much farther into the future and hopes of preserving the winter camp's past.
18 months, almost 2 years worth of research and work and interviews and study and analysis went into the Preservation Master Plan that we've just now completed.
The main focus of the 760-page Preservation Master Plan is in the historical core, which includes Wright's private residence, his office, the drafting studio, and living room. Preserving Taliesin West and Wright's legacy has always been the mission of his family, and is now left to those who feel like family.
I remember when Frank Lloyd Wright passed away, Mrs. Wright told us, "I'm going to make sure nobody forgets his name."
The Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation still needs to raise $300,000 of the $2.5 million budget before the end of the year for preservation work that CEO Sean Malone says must be completed in 2015.
As Arizona deals with a water deficit in its reserves, the state is also confronted with fewer government water experts to help solve the problem. This comes as the state faces a number of water challenges, such as dwindling river flows, depleted groundwater, and constant negotiations on water rights. Last month, Governor Doug Ducey announced a water sustainability initiative, including adding 5 new employees to the department. The Final Four isn't coming to the Valley until 2017, but today the organizing committee made an announcement with some big news for Phoenix youth. Coming up on Cronkite News, the renovation project they're planning to benefit the community.
Fridays, it's at Cronkite News, your social sharing connection where you choose the news. Facebook likes and shares, tweets, retweets, and favorites. YouTube views and subscriptions. We're watching you watch us. From our digital home at cronkitenews.azpbs.org to your television, web browser, or mobile device. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Then join us for at Cronkite News, our weekly refresh, each Friday at 5 on Arizona PBS.
The easiest and best way to support 8 Arizona PBS is by becoming a sustaining member. Your monthly contribution of $5 or more comes directly from your bank account or credit card, so you know your membership is always current. It also means no more renewal notices in your mailbox. So more of your dollars go to the programs you love. It's convenient for you, greener for us, and better for the planet. Become a sustaining member today.
Hi, I'm Judy Woodruff, co-anchor of the PBS NewsHour. Preparing the next generation of journalists has never been more important than it is now. With its groundbreaking partnership with Arizona PBS, the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU is revolutionizing journalism education to provide students with a real opportunity to work and learn under the supervision of veteran journalists, producers, directors, and editors on newscasts, investigative stories, and documentary productions. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, reinventing journalism education in the digital age.
The NCAA and the local organizing committee unveiled the logo for Phoenix's first ever Final Four. Cronkite News reporter Rebecca Wynn has the details on more championship plans that could have an even bigger impact on the youth of our community.
Hosting the NCAA Final Four in 2017 is expected to bring in millions in revenue for the Valley. But for Phoenix area youth, A project that goes beyond the dollars will likely mean a whole lot more to them. The NCAA Legacy Restorations Project. Today, Harmon Park, south of downtown Phoenix, was announced as one of the selected sites for the initiative.
This park, Harmon Park, is a legendary park in Phoenix basketball circles, and that makes it the perfect choice for what we are doing here today. The 2017 Final Four is going to boost our local economy, but I'm just as excited to see the lasting impact that'll have on this neighborhood and the surrounding community.
Harmon Park was built in 1927. The NCAA Legacy Restoration Projects will be rebuilding the outdoor court, which over 18,000 neighborhood children use annually.
This is an impoverished area, so they're not going to get all of the things that you may get maybe in Ahwatukee, Scottsdale, some of these other places, Paradise Valley. So when we do something like that here at an inner city park, it gives those children who are from the inner city more of an impetus to say, you know what, if that guy made it and he came from this situation, I'm sure I can make it as well.
Harmon Park is the first of many community projects that will happen throughout the valley as it prepares to host the Final Four in April 2017. In Phoenix, Rebecca Wynn, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's next on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. We'll look into the increasing concerns over student debt, and Phoenix is recognized as a top digital city for technology use. That's next on Arizona Horizon.
I'm Gwen Eiffel on the next NewsHour. Hari Srinivasan catches up with a man walking around the world. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.